Alright, hello everyone. I hope everyone's having a good day out today. First, I'm going to talk about this weather. Saturday, we had 8 inches of snow because we got a snowstorm. And yesterday, which was Wednesday, it was 80 degrees. And it was lightning out when we were leaving Hershey. So I just thought, I don't understand this weather. This weather is just, it's so up and down. Today, it is 40 degrees and freezing and raining. I think it's going to rain all week, so I really can't do anything. But this weather sucks. But I thought it'd be a good time to make a story time video. It was kind of a funny story. I used to work in retail, and 2 years ago, I got locked in the building overnight. So what happened was, I think the day before was daylight savings time. So my watch was maybe 6 minutes behind from the store's time, which everybody punches it out at the register. And so when you go line up, you go line up at the registers. And usually the managers, they go back to the office, make sure that everything's done. So that usually takes about 10 to 15 minutes. So I guess the one night, unfortunately, it was 10:30 at, well, I had to go close up jewelry, so I brought the bag back to the girl in the cash office, and I went back to the floor to do a little bit of straightening. And so what happened was, I guess somehow everybody left without me, because usually most of the managers, they will say, everybody by register 12 because we're closing, but that night didn't happen. I guess the manager was in a hurry to go home. But I felt really bad. So what happened was, the guy that waits for me, because sometimes we'll go to karaoke and we'll go to the store together at the end of my shift, which is, well, the store closes at 10 o'clock, so everybody usually goes home at 10:30. So they went home at 10:33. By the time I got out was the time I went up to registers was like 10:36. And I didn't see anybody there, and I was waiting for a few minutes, and I got kind of worried, so I checked my phone, and the person that waits for me texted me and goes, I guess you left at 9 o'clock because everybody left the store, because he saw everybody leave, but except for me. And I texted him back, and I said, what are you talking about? I'm still in the building. There has to be somebody here. He goes, no, I'm telling you, everybody left. So I go back to the cash office really quick. I knock on the door. There's nobody there. I page on the PA system. And it was a nightmare. That was when I found out everybody was gone. So I go by the building, because the person that that usually waits for me, he left. But he came back because I told him I was by myself in the building, and my phone was almost ready to die. I think it was about 20% maybe. So he came back, luckily. He called the store's hotline to ask what we should do, because he told them there was an employee locked in the building. And they said, oh, well, you can just, let security know. And he goes, no, they don't have security. So they go, well, there's nothing we can do. She's just going to have to stay there overnight until somebody comes in. And he goes, no. If you want, I will call the police and we will find a way to get her out. So he did get kind of mad, because I can't stay in the building. If somebody were to, I hate to say this, but if somebody were to, try to break into the store, I would be left by myself, and no, not doing that. Not only that, but nobody's coming until like 6 in the morning, and I can't stay. So he ended up calling a non-emergency hotline number. They sent 2 police officers out, because I couldn't leave the store. If I did, the alarm would go off, or so I thought anyway. So what happened was, the officer, they were able to, oh well, yeah, I had to unlock the door to leave, and when I unlocked the door, no alarms went off. So the officers was pretty confused. So the other one had to go right around. He went into the store to the garden shop area, opened that door. That's when the alarm went off. So they just had to wait for the managers, but I felt kind of bad because the manager, you know, he had to go to sleep to get up the next morning. And I mean, I had to wait for maybe about an hour to leave the store because that's how long it took for everything. So I have to say, the police officers, they were really nice. They were really friendly. They were just laughing about the whole thing when, you know, telling me, how did you get locked in the store? And I said, I don't know. I guess somehow I missed them. That was the funny part because I missed them by 3 minutes. Because, you know, when I went to work the next day, security told me that I missed the manager by 3 minutes. So even he didn't know how I got locked in the store. But the police officers, they were kind of laughing, which I have to admit, it was really funny. But they let me go home. So that was my funny story of how I got locked in a store. I hope everyone has a great day. I'm going to start uploading Hershey videos when I get the chance. I gotta start packing because I have to leave at 3 o'clock. Oh, and this weather's gonna rain. But yeah, that's something I never thought would actually happen because I worked in retail for years. I've never got locked in a building. But the thing is, usually at the end of the night, I wait for everyone, the managers to say, you know, to report to register 12 so we can line up and leave. Because usually I'm straightening and putting stuff away and making all the tables nice for the next morning. But yeah, that's just crazy.